しかし奴らもしぶといでするが、踏み潰しても踏み潰してもなお雑草のごとく生えてくる。
Have you done that though? From my memory of just over a week ago since I finished writing and editing the first half, I can't recall of a single instance where you've won a battle. Where are they getting these absolutely ginormous amounts of cloth to create a cape and stuff though? This ship has one button to fire all of their guns and they all fire in slightly different directions near their enemy. Mate, let's be real, barely anyone has been killed so far in this anime, only one famous one anyway, and we're not told about anyone else not making it, so of course there's no guarantee, but it's very likely at this rate. And also having come back at the end, yeah, a lot of people don't make it, but the sin still stands at this point. It's funny, innit? Also, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button. So many people watch who aren't subscribed, so help me reduce that figure with a sub. I still find it weird when they call them naked apes. Like, they're clearly wearing clothing just like you guys. In fact, a lot of them look exactly like a lot of you. So what is that even supposed to actually mean? How you got one button doing this though? I'm not sure what you just saw and heard that could have possibly made you think otherwise. Okay, I don't think we need a play-by-play. A good question here though is why not do that at the start if it's such a powerful technique, you know, rather than throwing so much of your power at them to get destroyed first. Well now, that's one way to rid yourself of any additional characters you've just brought in, by throwing them stupidly into a meat grinder, like what the heck? All of them, every single one pushed their levers or whatever at the exact same time to bow or nod or whatever it was. Seems unlikely! Now! Thank God you came along! Screens that squish other people in their screens in their own separate mechs. Dude, you couldn't have put the hand up a little higher to avoid that massive jump? Very quick Naruto run! Why bring it up then? Nothing to say about this episode, lots of pencils and stuff and a massive recap of all of the previous 15 episodes, certainly no sin to be found here, so let's go right on ahead and move on to episode 17. You know, I'm no city planner. I do know one, but I'm not one myself. But I have to ask, do you guys and gals think it's actually possible to create this much infrastructure in just 7 short years? We're talking loads of roads and lampposts and street signs and all of that. Yeah, let me know. Wait. So she just mentioned who he was? She never acted like she knew him when she was around him, and no one ever said, "Do you know him?" I think that's unlikely. So the guy who is in charge has to deal with thousands of pieces of paperwork, and most of it is about common complaints with the city? Why not have someone take care of the paperwork, or at the very least help? Again, it seems unlikely that he'd be dealing with all of that on his own. My guy, I think the time to raise this question was when they said, hey, anyone think we should build a rocket and check out the moon just in case? And not when they've just achieved a successful launch.
100万匹の猿か。
螺旋王のたわごとだろ。どこまで信じられるか分かりゃしねえ。
Catan says this here and something similar back in the meeting with Simon and the others, but really he's not basing his opinion on literally anything. He didn't know what the Spiral King was like, if he just talked nonsense to rile people up or was a straight shooter, which he was by the way, and he doesn't know anything else about what was said and yet acts this way. Although I'll happily remove the sin if it turns out he's more scared than anything else, and so is trying to make himself feel better and less worried or something.
ありがとう。この指輪、とっても嬉しい。よし！やったー！兄貴、やったぞ！
Yeah, definitely won't seem that way to her when you legit just hang up on her without saying anything, bruh. That being said, it's also very weird that she took the ring and wore it after saying no, but I'm chalking that up to her being unaware of the custom and him being shocked by the no to say, give me that back!
俺たちに顔面があればあんな奴なんかひとひねりなのによ。
顔面は螺旋王の遺物。
グラパールはグレン・ラガンを研究し、より戦闘に特化した量産機。
昨日お前性格変わったな。
Wouldn't they already know that, given that they're all leaders who sit in the council with Simon and everyone else though?
そう司令、機体の確認を優先してください。できれば捕獲したい。敵の正体もわからないのに闇雲に反撃して全て破壊してしまった。総司令の行動はあまりにも軽率です。
Yeah, calm down, dude. The idea was to attack it, wasn't it, though? Because that's what they were doing. How is he meant to capture that thing when they haven't the first idea what it is or how it works? That's just a really dumb statement.
なんとかしろ。ロッシュ、ニアはどこだ？こっちが聞きたいですよ。
I mean, is everyone just kind of missing the red lines all over her face? Because she clearly doesn't look normal, so there's kind of something more to the situation straight away, and that should be obvious. Bit weird that all of these people remained hanging out in the street being pretty chilled while a section of the city that couldn't have been all that far away from them was utterly destroyed just now. I must admit, I do find it odd how they decided to build a face into pretty much every building. Like, not all of the mechs had faces, and most never looked anything like this. So this was something they oddly decided, that the buildings required weird faces.
レイテ、マッケン。
シモン。
Nope.
シモン、大丈夫かい？
How did you not see the giant thing in the sky and all the shooting and explosions, and when it blew up the fire damage was huge? How is that even possible?
あなたと私は決して相入れることがない。スパイラルネメシスはこの宇宙に
熱でもあるのか？いつも以上に言ってることがわかんないぞ。
Oh, okay, so he's just straight up not at all curious about her new teleporting ability then. No, he thinks maybe she has a fever instead.
たった7年で人間たちはどれだけ文明を進歩させました。異常なスピードだとは思いませんか？
Well, I've just deleted like 2 sins, and I guess this will make 3, but I'll actually talk about this one since I sinned it a while back. But yeah, take this one back since they did mention how quickly things were built up.
だから目を覚ませ、ニア。
それは無理です。
Also though, how are they hearing each other at that huge distance?
ニア、どこに行く？
If the plan is to throw the moon at the Earth in 3 weeks anyway, then what's the point in sending more of these CGI mechs to be annoying in the meantime?
皆さん、落ち着いて。政府の話を聞いてください。
While these mechs were destroying the city, and keep in mind it's the same night as the first one that appeared that Simon took down, people have found the time to create banners and posters for a rally against the government.
裁判までここで待っていてください。裁判？
For the first and only time of the video, no.
じゃあ シモンが逮捕されたってのは本当なのか？
Trying to have the young cheeky girl with the tooth on display in anime only works when they're quite young, but this is now 7 years later. Girl just straight up looks like she has one tooth.
アーテンボロ、このレポートロシュに回しといて。
ガッテンだ。
Hold up, this is a function they built specifically into his chair down there that he can activate via a button under glass up there. What is going on?
すごい。
さすがは螺旋王。こんなカードを隠していたと。
So they what? Just found this lift all of a sudden? Was it hidden somehow?
攻撃してきた。むちゃくちゃな攻撃だ。こんなのシェルターが持たない。救援を助けてください。
Anyone else find it weird that whilst under attack, literally everyone who was already in the courtroom just decided to stay in there?
サクンガ地域 32%、ベハマ地域 44%。
I wonder who sat there and made the decision to have a 10,000-inch screen in the main office, and worst of all, kind of put it behind the desk a bit so the leader has to basically twist their neck around to have a look.
自分の命を守ることすらできないのか。
なんだと？
カミナは生身でも俺と十分渡り合ったぞ。
Actually, you were using swords, weren't you? Giving yourself away before you attack, cliche. 4 times now as well.
アークグレン、螺旋エンジン起動準備。最終確認よ。
ガッテンだ。起動。
I know it's for comedy purposes, but I just have to say here, it's amazing to me how they still have this guy in positions of importance after spending the entire anime near enough showing him messing up time and time again. It seems unlikely!
軍の下請けで作ってたバリアー弾がこっちにちょろまかしてきた。
Character with their eyes constantly shut cliche.
そのための手段は全て講じてあります。
ニア、お前はそこまで。
Mate, when are you gonna finally get that? That is not near anymore, man. God, he's slow on the uptake, this one.
貴様。
しばらく見ないうちに。諦めなさい。
Either she walked forwards after taking the shot and entering into that pose and we weren't shown it, or she just oddly teleported forwards with the aid of an enemy stun door!
よし、男の子。なんだよ、ちょっと見せや。ダメだよ。
Who's gonna pay for that though? Also, that seems way too risky for any potential payoff. This kid is so freaked out by what just happened, he feels the need to write on the very edge of his paper, all but doing it on the desk. One would think that as soon as the enemy had turned up, she would have ran off to grab her weapons in the first place rather than awkwardly waiting for them to blow up the school.
テストに出るからよく覚えておきなさい。勝手に建物を壊さない。
Saying this weird teacher-related thing doesn't really work that well in this instance because saying this will be on the test, you don't wreck buildings, doesn't sound right.
子供を人質に取らない。力で人を脅さない。以上、授業終わり。
No, you can't say that it'll be on the test like some question. You're making statements about what they shouldn't do. That's not a question. You're trying to be clever and it's not that clever, mate. What are you trying to tell me? That you didn't see them all stood right there outside when the doors were already clearly open?
全然手応えがねえ。ギミ落ち着いて。私たちがちゃんとやらなきゃ。
Not gonna lie, girl, you sound way more panicked than he was just now.
そんなマシンが人間の心に左右されるなんて。いや、そうかもしれない。だとしたらこれが僕の限界なのか。
Correct me if I'm wrong, but was this guy not around back when Kamina and Simon literally repaired their mech through sheer force of will? It's like a well-known concept, I'd have thought by now. Simon has many times sort of yelled and then powered up way more than before, and this is now 7 years later, so we should kind of be aware of how they work.
これも螺旋力の覚醒ってわけ。
何そんなとこで一人語りしてんすか。
Wow, they really need some soundproofing in those metal rooms if you can hear someone talking to themselves in what is a pretty quiet volume.
そうか。 お前たち。
よかったわね。意味？やっぱりしないの？陽子さん？ぼんやりしてると廊下に立たせるわよ。
Would you please stop using teacher references on people who have no idea what you've been doing the past 6 years? Were these two dudes randomly talking over each other?
じゃあ本題に入るわね。わかりやすく言えば気合ってことよ。
What was the point in the gloves just now when waving them around to work the screen if you can just sit there not moving and it'll do its thing regardless?
最後のページに私へのメッセージが。
So, did she tell him what it was? Or did he randomly just assume it must be something terrible?
いえ、それ読めないんです。知る限りのあらゆる古代文字と比較してみました。だけどこんな文字はない。
Oh, take that sim back from the first half then. I thought the old man mentioned he wrote it, but I guess I got that wrong.
じゃあこれは
きっと誰かが悪ふざけで作ったんでしょう。
デタラメか。この晴天が。
Nothing screams practical joke like creating a book with hundreds of pages filled with writing. Gotcha!
そしてちゃんと帰ってきて。
約束する。
ほら、もう泣かない泣かない。男ってほんとバカばっかだよな。
I'll take comments that make you look like a dumb bitch for 200.
行ってくるよ、兄貴。
Does anyone else find it odd that at the capital city they created a massive statue dedicated to Kamina, and yet at his grave left it unmarked, save for his sword and that, which could easily come misplaced by weather?
しかし、アークグレンラガンなしで大丈夫なのか。
おいおい、俺たちを誰だと思ったんだ？
As opposed to saying, yeah, we'll be fine.
敵艦隊、会場に集結。
四方打ちで。待って、エネルギーが。
For the final time of this video, why? Why did you guys feel the need to have him in important positions all the way through the anime, dude? He messes up all the time, and yet they're like, who else are we going to have on the bridge? Ah, yeah, that guy who keeps doing the wrong stuff! Sorry, but just come on, man!
ボロボロになったスペースキング機関でどこまで戦えます？
でもな、仕方ねえんだ。これしか能がねえんだ。俺たちは好きでやってんだよ。
Smashed up? Really? Looks pretty okay to me. Someone was like, we putting a face on the TV on board? Yeah, of course we're putting a face on it. Why you gotta put faces on everything?
第5826ブロックに浸水。
浸水？
2391ブロックもだ。
核兵器を下ろせ。宇宙をこれ以上艦内に入れるな。
One would assume you'd have done that when the first lot of space juice came aboard. Why wait until it's flooded 4 different sections? Is there some purpose to leaving them open?
お前も立派な大グレン団のメンバーだ。
ブータに螺旋力が。
Someone installed a camera that basically looks at the pilot's crotch. You know, just in case it's ever needed.
あれがシモンさんの力。すごいな。
敵は我々が防御する確率を無効化している。
確率まで支配してるの？それは神の領域じゃない。
She says this like it's some well-known fact. Hold up a minute. Luck, possibility, and overall endurance stats originate from God. What you trying to pull?
お姉さん！どうしたっていうの？ほら、あれ！
これは
Wouldn't it have been visible as soon as she stepped foot outside, given that it's like the size of a planet over there?
ものすごいエネルギーです。
宇宙誕生並みのエネルギーよ。
まるでビッグバン。
I mean, how you got information like that just laying around, dude? I let this guy get away with a lot of assumptions and stuff based on seemingly naff all, but how you know that stuff?
ミア、お前のことは忘れない。
シモン。
いいんだ。分かってたことだから。俺もニアも。
Might have been a good idea to tell people though, to save the inevitable freak out. Nathan Burr, Bird Without a Word, Arias Alibari, Aidan White, PK Fan, Ali 50, Ryan Anderson, Isael Caldera, Chris Harris, Jonas Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Luis Hernandez, Joe W, Yuki Ali, Manuel Morales, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Sentimento, Jaffa 6263, Silva, Master Tank, Boogie, Aurora, Kevin Nauta, Stefio, Brendan Kriya, Storm 970, Spirit Spinner, Mr. Waffle 64, Theodore Quackens, Kaj Warzorner, Jordan Samuels, Humye, Crimson Shadows, Forian, Kyle Farmer, Buzzbomb 3000, Mr. Berigino, Console Peasant 12, Fedora Blue, Yagai 7636.